Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for some more Age of Wonders 3 this weekend. Comments are going to be pretty light this week. In fact, the only thing I really want to talk about, right now at least, is feedback from Impregnable and insert username. Good catch, guys. I was about ready to go to the next turn, but I need to put the settler, turn it into a city. This is done upgrading to a stone fortress, so it is good to go. So let's go ahead and found that city there. So that's pretty much it. We can jump more or less right into the gameplay this week. Not a whole lot has changed. We're just kind of waiting for my leader to come back on the next turn while I hopefully put some pressure on the dwarves here and work on getting a network of roads built. So I'm got a few things going on. Also currently finishing up preparing for, and I can start it going to the next turn, currently finishing up preparations to make some pretty darn good archers at this city. I did have Impregnable gave me a little bit of feedback, did the math on it, basically said that if I want to make hunters at this city in one turn, if I get the siege workshop and boost the happiness up to 600, I think it was, I'll be able to make them in one turn. So I think the happiness at that city will go up pretty easily, given that temperate terrain of Temperate Empire, or whatever that spell is, the one that spreads happy green grassland. That's going to help boost that city's happiness quite quickly. It is Santa's turn, so it's worth kind of peering around to see, make sure he doesn't sneak anything in. Thought I saw him moving over there for a second, but that was just a haste berry. Mostly, Santa's kind of on the defensive right now, because I've been hitting him pretty hard in this general area, including taking him out in the last episode, which unfortunately I then subsequently died to a dragon attack from this frickin' boneyard. Which, by the way, I should probably make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this city is out of range of the boneyard, fortunately. So I don't have to worry about it coming after that goblin city. My leader is back, but he's going to be all the way back here. May as well have him grab the haste berries there, and so he can make progress back towards the front line as quickly as possible. I think he could probably make it there in a couple turns. In the meantime, while we're waiting for him to catch up, I'm going to have to wait for my my big army here that he was leading. They can kind of like operate in this area, maybe come down here. I'll probably take out that Eldritch Horror and just cause some trouble around this. But I don't want to send them too deep without the leader in there to back them up. Like, I don't want to send them in to where I want them to end their turn sitting on top of this cave entrance every time, so they can guard that. So that's kind of what they're going to do. In fact, we could do that now. Why not go underground here and flip back down to where they are? We can pretty easily go after these guys, get a little more XP for everyone. I got to be a little careful with that snake. He's not looking too good, but I should be all right. Battle like this is pretty one-sided. We'll send one of the spiders over there. And we'll go ahead and take care of a few more of Santa's things. He's going to be back this turn because he died the same... Well, actually, no. Did he technically die the same turn I did? Because the Independence... I ended the turn after killing him, and then the Independence attacked me. After he would have taken his next turn, because the turns go in order. So actually, he might not be back this turn. He might come back next turn. Yeah. Alright, well, regardless, he didn't cast a spell there, so I'm probably okay. I'm gonna try to get a easy stun on those guys. Okay, great. That means the spiders can all run up and web this guy, taking away most of his action points, even if the web fails. And then he's probably going to use Shock Breath. Could do a decent amount of damage with it. I might actually let the snake take a hit from him, even though the snake is a little beat up. But I think I would rather that than have him... Oh wait, if he shock breaths that direction, he's just going to kill his own unit. So he would probably shock breath the spider. I think we'll just move this little guy up. And oh, he can't quite get in range. Oh, target cannot be affected. Never mind. That doesn't do me any good at all. Alright, we'll leave him on defense then. And I want to move this spider up just a bit. So I'm going to go for a web on him on the next turn. Okay. Let's try to get another web in on this guy. This time 45%. Okay, good. We got it this time. He does have fearsome, so we got to be careful with that, getting feared or panicked, I believe is the word I'm looking for. In the meantime, I'm going to move her up a bit further so she can get... Well, actually, she doesn't need to be in that free tile range because I got that elf upgrade for her. I am not going to attack that with any of the spiders. We're going to just use the spiders to lock it in place. Maybe try to get the finishing move with the Reed Serpent, I think is probably a good idea. But for the most part, use the Storm Sister to blast this thing to lower its health and keep it stunned, while the spiders regenerate their webs. Let's see, he's at 21 now. Okay, that's going to be 11 to 17. I don't want to kill it. Probably want to... Yeah, let's just say... Because this is going to be a flank attack. Do that once. That leaves it with 7 health. How much damage can the little snake do? 4 to 6. Not quite enough to avoid the possibility of being feared. I might be able to lower its health just a little bit more. But I want to make sure, so this can't be a flank attack this time, and I may need to move something in the way. Oh wait, it's going to be a flank no matter what, because he's webbed. Well, let me try putting one of my units in the way. Now it's 6 to 9. I'm going to take... Because there's like a... With 6, 7, 8, or 9, there's like a 75% chance the Storm Sister still kills it. I think I'll take the chance that this guy resists a panic instead. Oh, he just crit hit it anyway, so that works. Alright, that evolves that snake, which is great news for me. And that's it for these guys down here. Well, I mean, I could probably explore a little bit with the spiders. Because that's going to be 3. I had a correction. I think I said something about the spiders. Some form of spider nabbing, cave crawling. I must have missed it because they do. That was a few episodes ago. I think I misspoke about that. So I got 7, basically 7 moves left. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, I do see another small army over here. It's an army of Santa, but they're next to one of Mogwai's cities, so I probably don't need to worry about them. It's not a particularly strong army either. What about the other spider? How far down this way can you go? So I've got 4 moves left. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I can peek as far down as there. I don't see anything. Alright, let's go back up and continue to wait on my leader to return. Focus chamber is done here, so any hunters produced at this city will now be quite a bit better. Happiness already jumped up to 426. We can get it even higher than that. And I'm going to add the siege workshop so we can get them in 1 turn each. Part of me wants to hurry production on that. Why'd the happiness drop? Oh, I'm at the gold, the 1,000 gold mark. Cool. I should probably generally try to stay above that, but for now, I'm gonna just do the siege workshop. The city is gonna, like I said, it's still gonna grow in happiness pretty darn fast. All right, I more or less know where I want this road to go. I was kind of looking at different routes for building it before this episode. I'm gonna put the road going like that. And that's gonna cut down some trees, but I will replace them. I just can't do a whole lot of replacing them right now. I really do need more mana, so Orleanese is gonna have to keep generating mana for a little bit. And I'm gonna send one of these hunters off to join that group, I think. I'll leave one in my capital just for now. Because since my leader's been going down twice this game so far, play it a little bit safe. I did get the wood walls in my capital, so that helps out with the defense side of things. And then as far as my capital goes, I actually may want to generate mana here too. So I'm just that low on mana. And while that is all happening, I need to get back to casting spells. So basically, I lost Fertile Domain on a couple places. I think this was one of them. I see I do still have... No, I have Fertile Domain up on these places. It's the other one, the Happiness one, Domain of Life. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, need to get that going again. Probably priority city is this one, but I really need it on both. Just keep getting that. With 188 mana next turn, I should be able to plant some more trees around here to boost the happiness a bit. And founded my new city here. I got a couple guys just sitting in it. They'll probably just stay there for now. They've got some stone walls to hide behind. Would keep anything small from coming after me. And how many turns until Druidry? 2? Okay. I believe that was one that was pretty dang close to 260, but not quite there. Actually, I wonder if I cancel this, that actually will let me get Druidry in one turn because it boosts my Empire's happiness up enough that I get more research. That's probably more worth it. In the meantime, I will just do merchandise here, I guess, or build housing. Building housing would probably be better. I'll just build housing for a turn there and try to avoid spending any extra money on this turn, because I think getting Druidry in one turn is probably more worth it. And yeah, actually I'm going to do the same thing more or less everywhere. This city is... Okay, this was the one that was not going to produce anything in particular. I'll do merchandise here for a turn. And this city probably needs growth. It's brand new, so do build housing there. I think my other armies that are stationed in various locations are good. Still can't find the bandit camp that's down here somewhere. But I think that with my sorcerer's army back in this area... Actually, we do need to get a group together to go after this tomb. I could throw all 3 heroes at it. Probably want to use it as an opportunity to train up some animals. I think what I'll do is we'll send the... We may send the sorcerer's army at that, actually. And let these guys underground continue to hunt for things. Sorcerer's army is pretty good. Alright, let's send... It's probably undead in there. Let's send Mira in after that. I want all 3 of these animals because I want to try to get some XP for them out of this. I want the Mystic because she kicks the crap out of undead. And just for good measure, we'll throw Dora in there because she needs XP. Alright, let's do that. Alright. Reanimators, one Deathbringer in the middle. We're gonna let them come to me here, I think. I'm gonna back off all the vulnerable animals. That Deathbringer is gonna jump on someone. I can leave pretty much everyone on defense. I'm gonna get her well out of the way, because I think I want her to cast a spell. Even though I only have 6 mana, I could still get Star Blades off on something. And I think I'll go ahead and do that. We'll give that to the snake, since it's probably going to have trouble killing anything otherwise. Alright, and back the Mystics up. I want to leave Mira up front. And we'll leave Guardian Flame ready to go. I don't know for sure the Deathbringer will go after Mira. I'm not sure what... I think I'm in range to where that's the only unit they can hit. Yeah, okay. Good. Didn't really want that thing flanking me. Could be avoided. Alright, now is when I can start to punish that thing. So, I can do most of my damage with the Mystic. Can't flank those dang things. But I can certainly hit it pretty hard. Spider's gonna take a hit going after it, but I think that's okay, because Sorcerer should be able to... Okay, I got the stun on the Reanimator, which means I'm going to take 1 hit from this thing. I need to do something about that guy in the back, though. Maybe it'd be better to try to web stuff up. I think it would. How many units are in here? Am I missing anyone, or is there just these 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's just those 5. Okay, then what I think I'm going to do is, since that guy's stunned, I'm going to phase the Hunter Spider back here. Try to web this guy up. Okay. Takes care of him. Then I'm going to web this person. Failed, but that is okay, I think. That Warg is kind of closing in on me pretty fast here, but the Snake's got Star Blades. I think it beats the Warg. Especially if I move forward, I can go on defense. And that puts the Warg in a rough spot, because he can't really damage the Snake that much. And then Mira can just kill that thing, most likely. I think that's almost a guaranteed 1-hit kill. Okay. Okay, he is going to engage the Snake, which is going to absolutely destroy it. And the Spiders both got their web off, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and try to web... No, I don't know. Maybe I should go for the Lost Soul in the back. I'm thinking about trying to web up that other Reanimator so one of the animals can munch on it without fear of retaliation. I think I'm going to. Yeah. Let's do a greater web on that. And then that leaves this guy here pretty vulnerable for 1 more turn before his web breaks. We can beat him up a little bit. And then I can give some XP to the Dread Spider there. Now those guys are going to come after one of the spiders. I'm going to just move the spider in position to where it's on defense. Pressure them so it will hopefully go after that Hunter Spider there. Snake can't do much on this turn, but that's okay. Mira should probably use this opportunity to buff somebody. Whoever took damage this fight, which I don't know if anyone really did, other than Mira herself. I guess the snake. Could give it to the snake. Oh yeah, I always forget they come back. Well, that's okay. They'll just go after the snake again and get the butts kicked the second time. Alright, Lost Soul's down. That spider just leveled up, so we'll give the remaining XP to this one. The Tigrin can turn into a Werepanther, regenerate health. Since you've got Invigorate, you may as well use it. In fact, I think I know what I'm going to do here. Oh, that doesn't count as a Tigrin unit anymore because it turned into a Panther. Alright, well then, instead of doing that, I'm going to mark Blood Sacrifice on you. And let this spider get that kill. And then Mira can blast this guy with Fireball. It's about as much XP as I can get out of that. I guess I could have finished that thing off with the snake, probably, but I did level all those animals once. Sun Spear is not a bad item to pick up. I think I'll take that. The gold is tempting, don't get me wrong, but Sun Spear is kind of like one of those items that it never hurts, because it's basically a free attack. I'm going to give that to... Well, the Draconian already has some fire damage, and the Sun Spear theoretically should have a chance to stun. So I think I'll leave that on Dora just to give her one extra stun opportunity. And then from here, I want to go south. Does Dora have forestry? Doesn't say she has forestry, but she kind of is acting like to get there, going through the forest would be just as fast. Which doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to test that. It's 21, 18. Maybe the spider is giving her forestry? How is she moving through dense vegetation this quickly? Does cave crawling maybe override any slowness you'd get from moving through dense vegetation? That seems odd to me. Oh, and she's got lava walking too, so... That's still 4 movement apiece. She's not finding anything else down there, so I don't have any idea where those bandits came from, but I'm gonna keep a group down here to search for them. I think we'll have... I think I kind of want Dora to stay down here, maybe with the Draconian Dreadnought, and have the Warlord go back above ground. We'll keep the snake and the raptor down here with her. I want to look around down here a little bit more before I go back up. The Warlord is going to go back up to the surface, and then it's just a question of who goes where. I suppose the Mystic should stay with this group for now. And we'll leave one of the spiders down here with them. Maybe we'll leave that Blight Spider. The Warlord can go back up with those other 2 animals and figure out where they need to go next. Alright, looks good to me. Why don't you end the turn with your stack there? Okay. And I think we're ready for the next turn. I don't really need to start casting another spell yet, although I guess it doesn't hurt. I'll just... Oh wait, I can't actually, because I don't have enough mana for Domain of Life, so I'll have to just remember that on the next turn. Now if I can just keep my leader alive, these cities should grow pretty fast. But I've had 2 different mana catastrophes so far in this game. So I think with the road network that I'm building, my plan is to kind of keep the roads squeezed into more of the interior of my empire as much as I can, forcing any invaders to go through as much forest as possible. I think I got a pretty good idea for how I'm going to do that. For the moment, yeah. From the moment, I don't really have any plans to even connect this city at all. I may build a bridge at some point, but I think for now what I'm going to do, first I want to build the road. I don't know if it matters much, but there's technically not one on the city center tile. So I'm going to build that to where it does now say there is a road there. Movement cost is 3. And we just select this guy. And I can move him to the edge of the road here. And I'm going to have him go kind of up in the corner like this. And over one this way. I want to go around these so I can kind of choose when I pick them up instead of always having units running through them. I usually prefer to do that with little item pickups around the maps. Just leveled up. Okay, my sorcerer has leveled up again. I'm at the point where I just have to save. I have to save points basically for sorcery and chaos rift, so I can't really spend anything with her right now, not for several levels, which is okay. I just need to work on her sorcery. If I spend anything on her, it needs to go into sorcery right now. Let's explore a little further down here, I suppose. I'm starting to get very confused as to where those bandits came from, because there's definitely no bandit camps down here. I did find some of Santa's units, though. They're looking awful vulnerable there. I think we'll take advantage of that. And we'll have her go in here. We'll get a little bit more XP. Try to pile it onto that spider as much as I can. And maybe get a cool unit pickup. We'll see what's available in the inn. Alright. I'm going to say the Great Sword can come charge me. I'll have him come running into the snake. Use that as a tank. The snake cannot move so good. That's okay, we can still get it to the right position. And I'm not going to spend any... Well, I could spend a little extra mana this turn. I want to give Star Blades to the spider there. Help it with damage output. So you can make sure it gets a kill. Oh, they're not interested in charging the giant electric snake. I wonder why. I'm gonna try to web them up. Okay, good. I got a little lucky with that one. I want to take the Impaler out from a range if I can. And then I can just lob a firebomb over there and hit him and the archer at the same time. And I'm just gonna go get up in that archer's space. Oh, there's still a shaman here. I didn't even see him hiding behind the building there. Okay, well, I want the spider to munch those guys to death. And I kind of need my units to get out of that shaman's way. Or to get out of my orb's way. So that I can run through here and try to web him up. Okay. Now that he's webbed up, I can go give Guardian Flames to the snake. Go send her over here. I'm not going to transform her to a Werepanther yet. because I want to have her, let's see, break control won't do anything. I'm going to have her, okay, what I could do, I think I should have been doing this a while ago. She can steal an enchantment, which gives her some XP. Why does Dora have no XP this turn? Or no action points? Alright, I'm just going to have her do anything that uses up her action points so Dora can invigorate her. Then she can turn into a werepanther. Pounce. There. Will not kill, but will do a lot of damage. There we go. Then the spiders can get the finishing hit. Gives everyone quite a bit of XP. I think I got Chain Lightning for Dora, and I haven't been using it much. I need to remember to use that. Maybe in this battle here we can make some use of that. Now I have to be a little more careful, because Santa is back now, so hopefully they don't have a gigantic army right behind this. They have a pretty big army right behind it. It's big enough to be somewhat concerning, but I would probably be okay. We're going to take out as much as we can here and then back up a little bit. I don't want them to run in and get over their heads. For a minute here, I'm gonna have my orc. Oh, good. The orc can make it down that far. Thank goodness for the flying mount. Okay, I'm going to have the orc jump in and help them out after they do this. I can, because Dora can move forward and then back too. So we'll initiate the battle with her. And she's definitely going to make use of Chain Lightning here. Especially if they're going to line up all nice and neat like that. Alright, let's back you up. Should have gotten her. I should have checked the XP before and after there. It's one less cadaver to worry about. These guys most likely have inflict stun by now. Yeah. So that's something to watch out for. I want to firebomb those two apprentices because I think I can actually kill them off on this turn and just have the axemen left to deal with. Okay, I can't actually quite kill them off, but I can get pretty darn close. I'm gonna put the snake right here and just guard with it. That puts them in just a tough position. Move the spider here, those guys there. They may take the attacks of opportunity from the snake, but we'll see. Oh, they'll just phase. That makes sense. And I'm surprised he didn't run in and just hit Dora. Or Mira, I guess. Well, Mira's stunned. I can steal that from her, though, I think. There we go. Now Mira is no longer stunned and can heal herself. Meanwhile, you're going to just get blasted by magic. And then eaten by a spider. Yeah, just charge that thing. Okay, good. Did not get stunned. Alright, took relatively small amount of damage there. Let's back everyone up and bring in a little bit of friendly assistance. Maybe I will keep all these armies down here. It looks like Santa's got a city down there. I may as well go try to take it. it's kind of hard to tell where all his empire is, because he's got a city there, but he also took over Fug here. And I know Delafbor is one of his. Maybe this army can just move underground and eventually... I mean, it does leave... It potentially leaves this area back here a little more vulnerable, though. I may want to move that... I may want to have this hunter come back and move to Orleanis along with this guy. I think for the moment I'm going to do that. I could also build one more hunter in Orleanis. I think mana's okay at the moment. I really need more... I don't know. I really need more forests around there, which I am going to plant some this turn. Not to mention the fact that I need Domain of Life up here. Which is going to lower mana income. I think if I keep generating mana in the capital, that may be sufficient. Orleanis is such a gold mine for mana right now. I want the mana, but I also want another hunter over there. You know what? I'll pull this guy back, because we're going to be making new hunters out here pretty soon, and these guys haven't seen any action in a long time. So I don't think anything is threatening that city. We'll just pull the hunter back. And I can get that one in Orleanis on the next turn. That way, if they try to sneak something over here, I've at least got a couple archers to defend that city on top of some walls. Since the army that I was planning on keeping in this area looks like they're all just going to go on the warpath down here. Which is fine. I need to go on the warpath. Druidry is done. Can select new research. Now that I've got this above that 260 mark, I thought there was something else that I was kind of waiting on that would be 260. Maybe not. Nature's Eyes would be 3 turns. Produce Shaman 2. Druidry 2 is 400. Kind of like to keep some of these small ones in the reserves so that I can get them all at once if I get a big mana boost. So I think I'm going to avoid Regenerate Walls and Stone Skin now and stick to stuff that fairly evenly divides into 266. Which there really isn't much of anything right now. I guess I should just get another level of Druidry, to be honest. I'll just do that. Summer of Love, alright. We got some population growth. Unfortunately, this one isn't really a city that matters. That's my capital. And my capital just isn't that important in this game. This city is absurdly happy, 716, so I don't really need to worry about public baths, other than for the sake of making a hospital. I think instead I'm going to focus on production for this city. And I also want to try to get production for this city. We can keep that gold above 1,000, keep our happiness up. And I can probably start casting Domain of Life again, although I'm not really sure that I need it active on anything. I guess it could be useful down here. Oh, look, got a little guy coming in down here. I wish I could see more of that area. Having that tower would be handy. Maybe His Royal Highness can maybe make a detour down here to help snag that. Then again, I'd be putting him alone with a very small number of units. Well, can he reach that Hasteberries? Yeah, he can. I can actually reach that Hasteberries in a fairly convenient amount of time. So I think I am going to send him down that way. Just in case there's more behind this guy and these couple dudes need some backup. But I may be able to run him out there and grab that watchtower, which would give me much better vision range in this area. I could desperately use that watchtower. As I know Santa's got stuff down there, I just haven't seen any overworld cities, which is a little strange. I think I am going to build the storehouse here, because I want this city to grow. And I also want to get probably Fertile Domain up on it first, and then maybe Domain of Life to help get the population booming. And unfortunately, the guys in this city don't get to do anything besides build housing, because I just don't have anything better for them to do. That city's really just a frontline city at this point. I wouldn't mind getting a Goblin Settler and just having one kind of in the back underground. I don't have any underground cities yet, so just throwing a Goblin City down here somewhere probably wouldn't be terrible. Unfortunately, these things back here need to be cleared. I kind of need someone to go clear out like some of this stuff here too. That wouldn't be a bad spot for a city. There's just a couple places underground that would make for halfway decent goblin cities. In fact, there's several creation nodes. That's one there, there's one here. And there's a couple spots I should probably think about. And it doesn't have to be a goblin city. I could use elf cities and Domain of Earth. Would be just as fine. It's just more mana upkeep. Goblins would just naturally do a little better down there. I dropped... Hang on, what caused me to drop below the mana amount? What did I produce somewhere that... Because I know I was good when I ordered that Siege Workshop, but then I must have spent money on something else. And I don't remember what it was. It was good when I ordered that. What the heck did I spend money on just like a second ago? Oh, it was the storehouse here. That was it. Yeah, this city, it can wait one turn for the storehouse. We'll just do build housing again. In fact, this city could probably just build housing for a while. I don't know. I do want the storehouse in there, because I want this city to just have big borders. There is stuff up here that's going to be really nice for it to get, but in general, just big borders so I can see what's going on through these mountain passes to the south. We'll leave those guys there for the moment. This group's all got their movement back, so I want to pop underground and just scout around a little bit with the spiders. They can basically move 10 spaces each. So 2, 3, 4... That's a pretty lightly guarded city there. But I don't really know what's behind it. Okay, there's a few more back there. This army could take it, but since I don't know what's behind it, it's maybe a little too risky without His Royal Highness being up here to get me out of a jam. Plus there's those other guys that could come through. You can go one more. Alright. Everyone fall back. Just sit on this for now and deny Santa the ability to come through here. Okay. They're all good where they're at, guarding against a potential dreadnought incursion. And we can move on to the next turn. I want to see what this guy does, I think is the person I'm interested in. Actually, no, he's not that important by himself. My leader will be able to see more in that area. I want to see what that army does there. That's who I'm going to keep an eye on. Although, I suppose during the Dreadnought's turn, I should probably be watching their area. I have pretty much heard nothing from them the whole game except for one scout cavalry that came in for a little while and then left. Oh, hey, speak of the Dreadnought. Here they come. Alright, well, we gotta deal with that now. This is okay. think I can manage this. Not with that army alone, obviously, but I can get them reinforcements. Man, they kind of came in at the worst possible time, though, because all the reinforcements were just moving. Oh, hey, I forgot to look at what Santa was doing. So I got focused on the Dreadnought. Well, Santa is still sitting there. We gotta do Dreadnought things. We gotta come up with a plan for dealing with this. Alright. The animals out here. Looks like Santa left that area. I'm still gonna grab this for him. Then use those haste berries. I don't want to overreact to the Dreadnought, but I also don't want to underreact. I am going to have to abandon that city and let them have it for a little bit, but I think I can get it back. I want... Okay, I know what I want. I'm going to back off of Santa down here for the moment. We'll let him have his fun. It's more important for me to keep control over my cities. I want you to get back above ground. She's going to book it to help out with that problem over there. She can fly, so she can make it pretty quick. We're not quick enough to save that city, obviously. We're just going to have to let it go, but I'm going to cancel that. Get my money back. And Mogwai's in the area too, with a couple of Manicore riders. So I can't really pull these guys out of that city either. Dang, I don't really... I'm gonna have to deal with Santa and Mogwai and the Dreadnought all coming after me at the same time. This is supposed to be a free-for-all. But I think I'm gonna have to. Alright. This army is abandoning the Goblin City. My other towns are more important. We can come back to this later. They need to get across the water and up to where they can be useful. Dang, that's a shame too, because I was planning on pushing Santa there pretty soon. I do still want to stick to my plan of getting that tower under my control. What kind of concealments does he have? Forest? I think it's just forest. The hunters, yeah. Alright, abandon ship, guys. We need you up north. Fortunately, I do have a road that's kind of being built here. I can sort of get that going up. It'll help everyone get up there a little quicker. And my leader, you know what? I sent him down to those haste berries, but I'm beginning to question whether he should be down at those haste berries. That tower, I think at one point was taken over. I'm going to risk this hunter to try to get that tower. Oh, no, it's independent. Crap. I kind of want that. Do I need to send him back up? Honestly, the animals, if that's all that the Dreadnought's sending and there's not like another bigger group behind it, this group of animals would be okay. I think just for the intel of it, I kind of do need to get that watchtower. So I'm going to have the king help out down here. You can send the tiger as well. Yeah, it's just one lone scout running around down here right now. Okay. Move him just a little further. Check the turn off. Race governance level up. Good thing. Oh man, who knows? This... Oh man, both of those Both of those could be really useful. Against a Dreadnought, those arcane arrows can be really handy. Oh man, I think I have to go with the arcane arrows just because I'm fighting a Dreadnought, and that fighting is about to start now. Yeah. Alright, well that changes what these hunters are going to do again, because since this army is going to pull back and most likely kind of hang out near the cave entrance, we're not going after Santa just yet. Oh, I hate that I can't go after Santa, though. Maybe I still can. I've got enough mana now. There's not really anything preventing me from making more hunters in this city, so I can order up a few more hunters, but keep mana going in my capital. To help offset that. Then the hunters can guard this area, while the two that I already have can turn around and head over there to help with the Dreadnought. Looks like the fastest way for him is to go around like this. Obviously we need to have these people GTFO. They're not going to stop that kind of firepower. For the moment, let's have them fall back to the cave. And I think I'm still going to pressure Santa down here. I don't want to let off of him. I didn't really want the Dreadnought fighting him, but I think no matter where the Dreadnought goes, they're going to have to fight him. I'm mostly worried about the fact that I can't really summon siege engines near him because he has arcane binding and he could take them over. So that kind of sucks. While I'm here, I could probably grab that Wizard Tower ruins. I'm not sure what's in there. Let's take a peek and see what's in there. A Chthonic Guardian and a King Shock Serpent. With my King Shock Serpent, I think this is manageable. Would really like to have a higher level animal for this, but what's the battlefield effect from this thing? Prismatic spot, that could be a problem. I'm not going to try to do that right now. I want to focus on hitting Santa. I can't completely back off of Santa. I have to do some damage to him. And I think this is where it starts. Is taking that city down there. My army's quite a bit better than his is, in my opinion, here, so let's do some damage. He's gonna cast spells. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Ooh, stiffen limbs on the snake, though. That does suck. Where do you get stiffen limbs? Oh, he's got a necro in the... Okay. How often can you do that? I guess it's a combat spell. He'll probably use it again here in a minute. Let me see if I can dispel... I could steal the enchantment, which would probably be worth it. I can also... How often can you steal enchantment? Once per battle? Alright, he's almost certainly going to use stiffened limbs on somebody else. The only thing I know for sure is that I don't want it on the snake. And my sorcerer actually does not have dispel yet. So I'm gonna wait a turn and see who else he stiffens limb on, and then I'll choose who I steal it from. But I'm gonna steal it and put it on the Tigran Mystic. Because I'm gonna steal it from the snake. I want the snake to be combat ready. And she can only cast it one more time. In the meantime, my sorcerer is going to fall back a bit and use Chain Lightning. There you go. Once again, I forgot to check the before and after for the damage on that. Or for the XP. Can't quite kill anything. which is unfortunate. Got spells from my leader. Which I'm not sure why I can't... Oh, can only cast one spell per round, right? Okay. And we're just gonna... I'm gonna put the snake front and center. I'm gonna kind of back up everyone else. Still gonna hit them, but I'm gonna put this guy in front as like a guard. Leave her here, put the spider here. Oh, they went with Starblades. Okay, good. And then threw their hero right out in front of everybody. Alright, now is when I steal enchantment from that snake. Guess who doesn't have stiffened limbs anymore, you giant jerk. Get out of here. Alright, the Firstborn is the next biggest threat. Another Chain Lightning would probably be pretty nice, but I also want to deal with that human halberdier. I think I'm going to have this spider deal with him. Okay, that at least took away 2 of his movement. The spider will take some damage there, but they won't die. Marking something for death could be really useful here. Do I want that or another? Well, I can't do another Chain Lightning. If I mark that big beetle for death, I think it'll turn around, because that's a touch attack. This lets this guy get, let's see, it's a minimum. I could do a charge attack, but let's look at what the minimum damage is for this. It's 7 and 8 is 15, and that's 16. Do I think a charge would potentially be more? Because if it is, I think a charge attack is better in this circumstance, because it would prevent him from hitting me twice. He could only hit once. I'm going to go for it. Now it's a guaranteed 22 minimum, so I might get this. Got it. Okay. That gives the Dreadnought back some much-needed health, and puts him in a range where the Firstborn can only hit him once, and since he's fire-resistant, he won't do that much damage. Now the spider is in trouble here. I'm not too thrilled about that, because Mira is the only person left who can actually do anything about that. But if the halberdier can hit the spider twice for a maximum of 28 damage, then it's not going to take much for... Well, the crossbowman's on fire, though. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's going to die. So all I really need to do is move Mira here to kind of discourage... Well, I don't want to get Mira killed either, though. If he moves, he can only hit once. That guy can't reach the spider yet, but he would be able to once the crossbowman dies. I'm gonna try to do... I'm gonna do this. I'll put Mira here and have her... No, you could still reach the spider even if I do that. A pounce would kill the prospector. And he's not going to kill Mira, even if he got... Like, okay, I think this is the right play. Pounce to kill him. This guy dies, and that just leaves him. Which does still leave That does still leave my spider vulnerable. Crap, I think I'm gonna lose that spider. No, he wants to go after and get the flank attack. Okay. That's fine. I'll take what I can get. Alright, now I want to give Guarded by Flames to the spider. And as much as I'd love to just gently turn that guy around, I don't think I can. Well, maybe I can. Hey, just out of curiosity, okay, they did keep stiffened limbs even though they transformed. I was just wondering. Alright, I think I got this. Coming with the snake. Move this guy here. Hit him once in the back. Oh, never mind. Didn't even need the help. Then move Doraine up here. And just do one zap in the back. Hopefully this does not kill. Perfect. Then give the XP to the spider, who levels up and evolves. Good stuff. Alright. We'll just keep bringing the pain for Santa Claus. Got some items out of it too, a whole bunch of stuff. That's a pretty handy one. Resistance, Undead Slayer. Probably better than Night Vision for now. The Dreadnought's resistance could use a boost. Keep the Night Vision headgear for the moment. Frostling Fishing Spear, I think we all know what to do with this. That gets sold. The short bow, that actually could be kind of handy for her right now. She doesn't really have a solid physical weapon. The Red Raptor mount gives fire resistance. I think the Panther's probably better, because it leaves her in defensive mode. And most of my other heroes have better mounts. Yeah, I think we can sell this Red Raptor mount, if it's sellable. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. I've also got another Frost Wyvern egg that's hatching in 4 turns. Coup de grace, and 2 melee strength. I think there's somebody who doesn't have... Yeah, Dora doesn't have a melee item. I guess she could take that. I may as well move her down there. And we'll give Dora Black Bolts. Just have a variety of different damage options for her magic. Actually, I think I'd rather give that to the Dreadnought, because the Dreadnought's pretty much locked into fire damage, but this gives her access to poison, physical, that's poison and fire, basic physical. This gives the Dreadnought a few more ranged options in case they're needed. Alright. It's just this one lonely firstborn here. I think that shouldn't be any big deal. Plus Santa's uses magic, but I still actually do want to manual combat this one because I want to make sure I get some healing done. This army, if there's one thing they're limited on, it's healing. So I have to keep buffing them. Alright, we're going to let him approach me. Santa should be out of magic. Well, I don't know. They used a lot of magic from his Necro in the last battle. Okay, well he can... that doesn't really matter. He just used it to dispel something, but I've already gotten the health from it. Okay, he's been webbed. Who wants XP, I guess? Probably, the Snake's gold rank. Honestly, probably the Spider. Or just Mira. Doraine. We'll just do a blood sacrifice. That would be handy. I guess we could do that just for a little bit. They stole that. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. This person needs an enchantment to steal. In order to have an enchantment 2 steel, they need to be enchanted by someone. So I'm going to use Dora to cast Star Blades on the spider. Then on the next turn, you steal that from the spider. And then Dora uses the invigoration thing to give you back all your movement. Then you... I don't know if phase gives XP. I should have probably checked that, but you can transform, pounce, and then the spider can just go finish it off. And then everyone gets healed. That's about as much as I could have gotten out of that, I think. Then it's just these two and the city. I'm gonna take something from Santa, dang it. Just those two, and they're gonna have a stun. So we use a snake on point in this one because of his resistance to being stunned. And can you could do Star Blades again. I may as well have her keep spamming Star Blades as much as she can. It's fairly efficient, the amount of XP you get from it. Actually, I want you to run up by yourself. Deal with him. Keep you guarded by flames. I would steal it, but in this particular case, I kind of need her to transform and pounce to prevent them from stun locking anyone. And we'll see what they do. Got a feeling they're just gonna kill themselves, which is a shame because I wanted to use Mark Blood Sacrifice again. Alright, and who do we have down here? It's a Santa Claus hero. His top elf, who is not actually an elf. Dwarf Theocrat. I wouldn't have mind picking that guy up. It would have been nice, but ah well. Those animals are going to take some time to catch up, but I think these armies down here are just going to keep pushing. We're just going to hit Santa as hard as we can where it hurts, and move the other units to deal with the Dreadnought. Now I do have Fertile Domain ready to cast. That is going here, and I still want Domain of Life there. I think since this city is about to be captured, I can cancel these. To save on the mana costs on this turn. And I can redirect that mana south. Let's see here. Let's do Domain of Life next. We can at least get it on that city. Alright, city awaits its fate. I'll just absorb you. I think Dwarf Tech would be a lot more useful to me than Goblin Tech would. So I'll happily take that Dwarf City. It's not the best city, but I can move their stuff elsewhere. Having Firstborns running around protecting hunters would be fantastic. Let's see, what does Mira want for an upgrade? Since she's not leading this army, I don't know. I've noticed she's been taking damage pretty easily. It doesn't feel like she has enough hit points. I'm going to give her extra HP and a little extra defense. I want to make her a little bit tankier than she is. Ooh, 80 knowledge. Yay. Thanks, guys. Hell, I can go ahead and build the storehouse there now. I can afford it. 2 turns until that's done. I think the guys that are in the city could probably handle a couple Manicore Riders if I use some spells to help them out. That's kind of hard to say, actually. Maybe I want to summon an animal in there. I think I want to summon a wild animal in there with them instead of doing a domain spell. That just gives me 1 extra thing. But yeah, it's trooper goblin Manicore Riders inflict weakened. I hate that. It's not the worst thing I could be fighting against, but it's not the best either. All right. Storehouse here. No, this one we'll just keep doing. Now that it's probably going to fall back into enemy hands, I'm going to switch it to merchandise instead of housing, because I'm going to have to come back for it later. And that city can stay on merch. This one can stay on merch. And those guys can hang out, just stay on the cave entrance. I know she's on her way. Those guys are on guard there. This all looks okay. I have no idea how long I've been recording, but I think I'm going to do a little bit more for this episode. Let's see. I may as well start casting Domain of Life, but, well, let's just wait and see how the next turn goes. Hopefully now that I'm hitting Santa back here, he'll redirect some of his troops to go deal with it. We'll kind of see what he does. Maybe where this guy moves will give me an idea. Although the Dreadnought's the first one to watch. If this city is going to be the front line for the Dreadnought's invasions, I kind of want to know about it. Oh, I should have grown some forests. Dang. I'll do that next turn. I have enough mana for it now. Yeah, wide open city. Come on in. Make yourselves at home. I didn't see anything else moving behind them. That does slow down my plans for Griffin Riders, because that's the city that's going to be making them. Which is a little annoying, but I needed a big army up there anyway to clear the Ziggurat, so this isn't the worst place for me to get invaded. Wait, Santa captured my city. Captured my city of... Oh, he captured... Yeah, I kind of knew that would happen. Dang. I would love to turn around and go give him a piece of my mind, because I could wipe that army out pretty easily. But I kind of need these troops elsewhere. Dang. Alright, well, for starters, we came all the way down here. I still want to get this. And I'll probably just leave the hunter and the tiger stationed on the tower. They can always back off if they need to. So I'm going to tell both of them to step on it. This is a very likely victory, but it's small enough number of units that I want to make sure they don't do something stupid with the tiger and get it killed. Probably should have softened up the other guy, because he's got spears. Ah, well, I've got regrowth. We'll just use these guys to guard the hunter. He just life-drained back because of the Shrine of the Elf King blessing or whatever it is. Just life-drained back pretty much all the damage he took there. Alright, I want them to stay here. Although, now this city is vulnerable. You know what? Hunter can go back up there. Tiger stays here for the moment. Just to keep an eye on things. These guys that are being produced in this city are just going to stay in this city. So I'm actually going to tell him to camp for the moment. While these two run off to assist the situation over here. I want you... I'm going to change how this road is configured just a little bit. So it's going to look kind of funny for a turn or two. But I'm trying to pack the road internally as much as I can to make it difficult for enemies that are invading me to maneuver on anything other than the roads. Let's see, Druidry 3, that's going to take a little bit of extra time, and my Empire's happiness, I think, has dropped a bit, and research. I'm back to 240, but I still think I want to keep pushing Druidry. I think that's important right now. Alright. Need my leader, who's going to head straight north as fast as I possibly can. That'll recharge in 2 turns. Okay, so I can't really take advantage of the haste berries. What I can do is send him over here. He'll be able to catch up with his army pretty fast, and this also allows him the option of going after that guy. Man, it is really tempting for me to turn around and just knock out that army of Santas right there. Mogwai flew off somewhere else. And there are more Dreadnought units coming in from this direction. Nothing that this army could not handle. Let's see. That city, I need those trees on this turn. Okay. And then I can start making much better hunters in 1 turn each. So, forest everywhere. Yeah, as much forest as I can get in this city on this turn. All the forest. Hopefully that'll be enough to boost its happiness to the best possible by the next turn. They're probably going to take that tower. Oh, that's so tempting. Let's see what's going on underground. Whoa, sounds like Santa's tunneling. Santa is tunneling. That firstborn's making a mess. Oh, 2 firstborn just burrowing straight at me. Honestly, that's not good for them. I'm going to go down and kill that hero. They're not going to stop this army. And this gives me time to have those animals catch up. But yeah, I'm going to go down here and beat this guy up. Now, if I could... One thing that might work is if Santa... Let's see if I can get him to use a bunch of spells. No, he's not using any spells. Okay. Kind of wanted him to blow his magic on this battle. Alright, Manhild, the persuasive, is going to probably get webbed here. So I think I'm going to use this snake to absorb. Yeah. Not so scary when I got something that's shock resistant, are you? We're going to try to just web you up. We're going to try again. We're going to not try again because I can't. Alright, fine. Have it your way. That Node Serpent can sprint. I'm gonna put this guy here. Well, that wouldn't really stop him from sprinting though, because he ignores attacks of opportunity. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Alright. Well, we're okay. I'll just heal her. And that spider can eat the dwarf. As soon as I get you out of the way. Let's see, I kind of want... Alright, I'm going to use Mark Blood Sacrifice on him. Then shoot the dwarf with some magic. And then mess him up good with the spider. Should get some more items out of that. Just holy damage. Sure. Dora, you can have that. Which Dora leveled up again, so that's always nice. And I think that is enough for me to get another level of sorcery. So I'll pick that up now. Now the next question, do I run... Man, that whatever's over there, that looks like a big friggin' city. I think it might be worth letting, with the exception of the fact that these guys could get pinched. I wonder if that's their capital down there. Because if it is, and Santa's still around, I might be able to knock him out of the game. And if I could knock out Santa, that would solve an awful lot of my problems. Oh, I should have stopped in there. I just completely missed that when I was moving past. So focused on other things. Yeah, those guys are gonna trap my snakes in here. Well, I could go north. Yeah, I could back them off, because he can't dig through these rock walls. And I almost guarantee you he's gonna dig straight down. Because they can't... Well, that one could make it to the city on the next turn. I'll have to watch and see what he does, but I think I want this group to keep pushing. Santa's been splitting up his units. Now, if I hadn't been killing stuff along the way... Oh, that's not his capital. Crap. Alright, well, that may change things. Dang, I wish I could find this guy's capital. Alright, well... Frick. I guess we'll have to find it later. Let's see, do I want a temple or a lab in this city? Like a lab, maybe. Yeah, domain invasion, domain invasion, domain invasion. Everything happens all at once. I wouldn't mind having an observatory in this city. But it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem worth the mana right now. I think we'll just stick with merch. And am I doing mana production here? No, well, I'm going to want to. Okay, he's already got his orders. I will need to move these guys further away with the Dreadnought's units en route. And I'm gonna make a couple little changes here. I'm gonna grow a forest here, here, and here. So that's going to clear off some old roads, and I'll connect the road through there. I almost want to just grow forest in this whole area to slow down the Dreadnought's advance, but I think the Juggernauts actually knock down forest as they move forward. Alright, you guys for the moment fall back to here. And then it's the big decision. Do I turn around and hit Santa again and knock out even more of his troops? Or do I go turn focus to deal with the invading Dreadnought 100%? As much as I want to stick around here and... Well, okay, here... I don't know. Now, here's the thing. If I knew these guys were going to stay on this side of the river, then I would probably ignore them. But they might come across and come after this city, come after this city, and they could really cause trouble. Or if they ran straight through, they could go after undefended cities in my interior. If they turn around, that gives the Dreadnought another turn to get to this point, though. And I don't have enough time to get as many people over there to defend as I need to. Let's see what he's got here. That's a trebuchet, a cavalry, and a flame tank. So I can have that knight leave this city for now, although I still don't know where those Manicore riders went. They could be just out of range of me where I can see. So I really need to keep this city protected, because it's on the next turn probably going to be able to start making hunters, good hunters, in one turn each, with the extra shock damage, which is going to be invaluable. Alright, here's the thing. The snakes can split up from the rest of this group and go back across the water faster than the rest of these guys can. So, with that in mind, and the fact that Santa wasn't casting spells in that other battle, I think I am going to turn around and try to take out those 6 units. That'll knock 2 big beetles off the map, and I think that would be a pretty good trade. And I think I could do this without losing anything, because the rest of those units aren't, like, super great. And I've got a lot of gold rank stuff. Alright, that's the plan. We'll try to get the best... Ah, frick me. There was more. Oh, I should have just moved one of the snakes. Well, okay, that was a big mistake on my part. I should have just moved a snake to scout it out. Now I've gotten nothing out of this other than completely wasting a turn. Ah, nuts. Alright. Well, we know where you're going, at least. Where's Santa getting all these units? Guess I could do... I guess Domain of Earth is next. Domain of Life, rather. Keep that city's borders growing. And I probably need to start casting something else. I think we need to get back to summoning animals. I can summon Eldritch animals now. I kind of prefer summon Gargantuan animal, though, if I can get it. The Eldritch animals sometimes give you stuff like the boars, which don't evolve. Like the Blight Tusk boars. Eldritch animal is like probably my least favorite one, just because you get a lot of stuff that can't evolve. So I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to stick with the summon wild animal to get stuff I can evolve, and just get more numbers of it until I'm able to get summon Eldritch animal. And I'm also going to switch to produce shamans and then work towards Gargantuan animal, which is what I meant to say a second ago. Okay, we're at the end of this turn. I'm gonna be recording one more episode this week, so this is the first of 2, and I think I'm gonna cut this one off here. So We'll see what happens in the next episode. Things are a little bit uncertain right now, but I think I can come up with a decent plan to protect things. In the meantime, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all the views, feedbacks, comments. I appreciate all the interaction on my channel. Like I said, I'm going to be doing one more this week, so I hope you're looking forward to that. That'll be coming out within a couple days of this one. And yeah, 2 or 3 days probably. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.